And so the gentle grasslands give way to the desert, with a brutal and unrelenting destruction of nature. Hey guys, Bryce Hoff here, and welcome back to Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout. As you can see, they start off with a mean little trick here. You gotta run across, and you gotta just keep going. It's better to ignore those carrots. You can get them like I did, but it's only 2 carrots. Is it really worth risking a life for it? The answer is, of course it is, because we want carrots so we can gamble like a champ. That quicksand sinks you in a hurry, and then bam, bullet sprinkler. They are not messing around at the start of this world. They really come at you hard and set the tone that, the grassland, there was a little bit of danger, but now you're going to face even more. It's just going to be one of those things you're going to have to deal with if you want to be a cool beans rabbit. And you know what I mean about that, cool beans rabbit? If you don't, well then explain it to me, because I'm not quite sure what it means either. Anywho, that particular spot there with the seesaw, I lent this game to, there's 2 different friends I lent this to over the years. And by years, I mean when I was in grade school. And they both cited that spot as where they couldn't get past because they needed to be able to use those seesaws and they couldn't figure out how to use them. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, right? You just have to hit the other side with your mallet and launch yourself in the air. It's a pretty simple game mechanic. So the only conclusion I could come to is that I was friends with some pretty dumb people. And that is highly possible. However, they were people who had games like Contra and Jackal and Blades of Steel, stuff like that I didn't have myself, and I wanted to play, so I was friends with them for their video games. I'm a horrible person. Anywho, with that out of the way, let's move on here, and guess who it is? Why, it's Wabbit season once again. Actually, it's Rabbit season, because Mr. Daffy Duck here isn't silly and knows how to say rabbit properly. And pretty simple, nice little logo there, a little arrow saying, "Go up, young rabbit, go up." And we're already done, stage 2, round 1. I mean, that's how short it is. However, there's some longer stages to come here in the desert. Oh my. We have no luck so far here in the game, but what can you do? And we kind of have 3 in a row if you follow the rules of crooked 3 in a row, which we don't. And yeah, there you go. There you freaking go. No luck for anyone else in the universe except for me, or everyone else, or however that goes. So right at the start we get an earthquake. Earthquakes are mildly annoying. They, the reason that happened, they were saying, "Oh, there's no real danger to that area." Oh, Nelly. Well, couldn't quite get away with all of it. You might be saying, well, why would you have one there of all places? It seems like a really silly place to have one. Well, it has to do with what's further down on the screen. You'll see, there's a better example of that in a future round in stage 2. And, pretty easy to get that, honestly. I was jumping around on the platform because I was thinking it was going to break away, but it never started breaking away, despite me stepping on all 3. Really, you just need to, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow. And those rotating spike things, I didn't mention this, they will take 1 whole heart, as you would expect, as do bullet sprinklers. And, yeah, I'm just gonna take a running leap and try to jump on bullets, because that's what I do. Oh, damn. Oh, God. It just wasn't meant to happen. This is the other way to handle bullet sprinklers. If you're feeling brave and you're coming from downslope, you can run in quickly like that and get underneath them and take them out that way. However, I still think the best way is to wait till they stop firing and then to go run at them and whack them. Or get them on top, rather. Jump up and whack them in the top. And yeah, that's fair. Thank you. I was waiting, where's he gonna fall from? And he falls on my head, because that's how we do. Oh, then I still get hit by the stinking rock. Not cool, game. I don't like the trickeries and the traps and the trapezoids that you were going for. And yeah, this is why they have the earthquake here, is because it's kind of trying to screw you up as you're moving and jumping. It doesn't really affect your positioning per se. It's more to affect your visual equilibrium, if you will. Now for this one, this is the best way to do this. You wait, and you jump and get them like that. You wait them out and then jump onto them on the fly. The alternative is to just jump right into them and take the body damage. And this thing right here, the stomach moves. It's alive. It's horribly creepy. So of course, I'm going to bash its head in. And it continues to move. So I'm going to take out its butt. And then I'm going to take out the moving part because it's just gross. There. Thank God. And then another one. So we're just going to cut this one up and leave its head disembodied. And its butt disembodied. Well, by butt I mean tail. And, oh, Nene, I was thinking that was going to explode. Tumbleweeds don't explode. And those little sand mites, these are really tough to dodge without taking a hit. Honestly, they're just a bit of a pain. you have to really kind of get lucky because it screws you up. Then you got to wait here, and then you might have a mallet jump on your head. And you don't want a mallet to jump on your head, do you? I don't think you do. Mallets jumping on your head is probably not a good time. Probably one of those things you kind of go, I'm not going to have a good time doing this. And oh, we get Tweety again, another repeat boss. This is going to happen in this game. They only have a certain number of Looney Tune characters. And they want to save, you know, each world they want to have a different end boss. So they try to go out of the way to set that up. There you go, halfway through the Deadly Desert. Making our way along and see what we can find. And, oh yeah, what up? Nice. That'll put us up to 19. We're going to have to really hustle our bustle, though, if we're going to get ourselves back on track to get to 100, though. We're going to have to keep the average up. Well, that's another one. That counts. That works. It's good for everybody. But I digest. Alright. Back to the seriousness of the thing, which is, why would they just throw rocks down holes? That's silly. That's so silly. I guess it's to make it a continual falling hazard, but what the hell do I know? That was really not the smart way to do that. I probably should have just gone for the far side of the gap. You know. Where's the fun in that? And there's a heart right there anyway. Of course, it's probably going to crumble. Of course it's going to crumble. This game is just got all kinds of crumbling blocks. All I know is Bugs probably should have found a safer route to get to his birthday party. And I can't make that jump, can I? No. We'll do it that way. That's fine. That's what I should have done in the first place, but I was too scaredy chicken to do anything properly. And another heart. They're being really generous in this level. They're just setting it up for you to be able to go, I can take all the damage I want. And it sets a bad precedent for later. Because you really should try to dodge some of the damage. I mean, you don't got to dodge it all, but some of it. I can't jump through that opening, so we'll take out its head. Honestly, the quicker way would just be to finish bashing the stomach in and go that way. And, oh, almost could have shortcutted there. And that hurts you. If he jumps you into a thing like that, I guess it's able to like morph its way into you and hurt you. And you don't need to do that, what I just did. You can come across the sand over there. You'll see when we advance in the level, but that's really annoying. It's like disappearing platforms and crumbly blocks and not fun. So it's better just to shortcut by using the boulder. See, that's what I was saying before about there's no puzzles that specifically require that skill type. Actually, you can even just use the shield. It's really not that hard of a thing to make the jumps for. Don't know why I was ever worried. Jump! Damn, made the jump. Not gonna lie, probably the greatest move in the history of everything. Probably. That was not the greatest move in the history of everything. That was probably one of the worst moves in the history of this video, that's for sure. Oh man, but if that's the worst thing that happens to me, I'll consider myself awesome. Even though, you know, bolts do go through. Alright, we're just gonna kill them to make sure we can get these carrots in peace, because we don't want... There we go. Destroy that stomach. Yeah, leave that head floating there. Although as a kid, I used to make it a point of pride, in fact, to destroy every single one. Just because. And that's pretty cool. They put that shield in a spot where those boulders can come get you. And this is ridiculous. For some reason, they didn't even put Daffy Duck in here. They're just like, no, let's put it behind a bunch of rocks. They'll never figure out how to get to it. Oh, we already did. Aww. I'm a sad panda. That's me running them in the ground for being sad pandas. And ooh, yeah! 5 up. 5 up. So good. Seriously though, 5's up? Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Man, oh man. Another 5 up. Oh, back-to-back jacks, baby. So good. Now, I suppose I could cover one little story, because I said this is going to be all about stories. I already told one, but another good little story behind this. Well, once upon a time, your old pal Bri used to write FAQ walkthroughs all the time on GameFAQs. He put them up there mostly for NES games, and I branched out some other stuff, but the NES library I have there is impressive as all hell. I have to pat myself on the back. And it came time for me to do Bugs Bunny Birthday Blowout. And I typically would also look at games, see how much cover they had. I didn't make that as my sole thing, but I often would try to write for games that had no coverage. That was a point of pride. This game had coverage by one writer, a writer by the name of Snowdragon. And I looked and I'm like, that's a nice FAQ. And I figured, but I can add something to this. I'll do my own little style and what have you. And I went out of my way. Ooh, heart. Probably should leave that. Yeah. I proceeded to write up my FAQ, and mine was like 100 kilobytes, and the other one that was there before was something like 36 or something. And so you really don't lose anything by going down there. You don't gain anything, you don't lose anything. And uh-oh, now I'm in trouble. Now I'm in trouble. I'm losing all my hearts. But don't worry, I can totally recover this. I can totally recover this. I can do it. I can do it. And, oh god, oh, wait, yeah, no, oh god. Oh god, I just walked through that spike in my last frame of invincibility. Yeah, no. Let's just cut my losses. So anyway, I submitted this FAQ, and, you know, it got accepted, and it was up there, and I thought everything's great and fine. I moved on to my next game. At some point in the future... Oh, they don't blow up when they hit the sphinxes. It's a tumbleweed, dummy. Anyway, I heard through, I don't remember who it was specifically, another writer anyway, that this snow dragon fellow apparently didn't like me, and I was like, wait, why does this snow dragon guy not like me? I didn't do anything to him, and I'm really close to dying here. I didn't do anything to him, and oh, thank God for that heart. And I've basically, after talking with this person, I found out that Snow Dragon didn't like the fact that I wrote up an FAQ for Bugs Bunny birthday blowout that was so much bigger or whatever else, and he was mad that I thought he wrote wasn't good enough and I did this. And so I'm like, well, I want to talk to this guy, man. That was not what it was at all. That wasn't the goal. And turned out that I talked to this person and we patched things up and ended up being good friends. And that young FAQ writer, Albert Einstein. No, I'm sorry, that's a wrong joke. That's actually Round the Wheel, who was Snow Dragon. So yeah, get into this fight where I'm getting my ass killed here. The bullets do 1 heart of damage, and touching him only does a quarter. And I've managed to get shot by 2 bullets and hit by him 3 times, and that's the 4th. And I don't think I even landed a shot on him. So let's cover this fight correctly. Man, oh man, that's just awful. Just frigging awful. So, for this fight, here's the way I suggest you do this, and I'll give some final thoughts on that story at the end here. The best way to do is hit him on the way in, jump into his body, and get away from him, and then once you're out of your thing, jump and whack him again, land on his body. That way his bullets probably aren't going to do the damage, it's just the body, it's a quarter damage, and you can just time it out easily enough. I must have missed him on the way in. On the way in's like an easy auto hit, and I missed him both times. Brutal. That's the way I like to fight him, just because his bullets are hard to predict, and they do a whole heart of damage. They're nasty. One of the nastier things in the game. But anyway, finishing up the story, and yeah, so that is actually how Round the Wheel and Brysolf came to meet one another. True frigging story. As for how did Round the Wheel and Brysolf meet Zoop, I'm assuming it was just because he was a crazy person on the writer boards back in the day, and it might even be from those midnight social topics that we did for a little while that eventually led to the creation of the FAQ Writer social board, which is now just a horrible, horrible dead zone. And used to be one of the most lively places around. It was great. Anyway, getting off topic. On topic, we are getting Wally the Weasel 1-ups here to get ourselves back on track. Because we need to average about 16 or 17 lives per world, and we're ahead of that right now. It's always good to be ahead, and did I get that last one? No, I didn't. Oh, well. But that'll do for now, and we will see you guys next time.